Y'all go ahead and drop those hearts in the chat. If y'all can see us, drop those hearts in the chat. Y'all know how this goes. Once we get live on Instagram, then we're going to get right to it. Come on, Instagram. Y'all drop those hearts in the chat. All right. Instagram is now streaming. All right, good. We good on live now. Y'all, welcome in. Y'all, drop those hearts for a mother that can use some love tonight, y'all. Before we get into tonight's conversation, I need everybody to lock in for a second because what we're building right now, this is much bigger than a challenge. This is becoming a movement. Y'all, we have almost 5,000 mothers. 5,000. Like, I cannot even believe it. And that number keeps growing every single day, which means that women are finally starting to recognize that they cannot keep pouring into everybody else while abandoning themselves. And I need y'all to understand this. Mothers, it's your turn. It's not about pretending that life is perfect. It's not about acting like motherhood is easy because it's not. It's about healing, growing, rebuilding, and finally becoming the version of yourself that you have neglected just to survive, y'all. We're not doing that anymore because some of you have been in survival mode for too long. It's time to get on up out of there because you do not know who's on the outside that needs you to push into whatever your calling is. You've mastered surviving, but you haven't mastered the space that you're in right now. So, what I need every mother to do right now is hear me. Being overwhelmed doesn't make you weak, not at all. Being tired doesn't make you a failure either. It means that you've been carrying more than people even realize. So, let me ask y'all something. How many mothers in here right now feel like you've spent so much time taking care of everybody else that you don't even recognize yourself anymore? Drop me in the chat because this is real life right now. This is real life. Drop me in the chat. And I see y'all. And that's exactly why this movement is growing beyond what I could have ever imagined. And tonight, I'm bringing on another mother whose story represents what real strength actually looks like. Becoming a mom at 17, dropping out of high school, burying her father just 6 days after she brought life into the world herself, raising children while grieving, surviving betrayal, fighting for her life after preeclampsia, seizures, and being in a coma, and finding the strength to leave a domestic violence situation. Y'all, I have chills already. And through it all, she is still standing. And that's what you call resilience. Y'all, drop those hearts in the chat right now and welcome Jasmine to the live. Y'all, show her some love. Jasmine, go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone that's watching right now.
Oh, thank you. Girl, you gonna make me cry.
Look,
Oh,
I have chills just intro like, girl. Yes, let's go.
woo, child. Well, I'm Jasmine McCall. I am 34 years old. I am a mom of six beautiful kids. My youngest is 2, my oldest is 16. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I currently live in Texas. I love singing, reading. I own a credit repair company where I get to help other moms and ladies just that's just trying to do life and trying to figure out life. So I love what I do, and it's personal. Like, it's personal, so that's why I love what
Mm,
I do.
personal, for sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Jasmine, I just want to say because your story is about to shift so many lives. So before we get into the questions, just
Right.
take a breath for a second. You do not have to filter this at all. Just walk us through it the way that you lived it. And I need every mother that's watching right now to really listen because somebody's breakthrough is hidden inside Jasmine's honesty tonight. So before people knew anything,
Hmm.
who you were as a young girl,
Hmm.
how did becoming a mom at 17 shift your entire world?
Ooh, girl, I was still a kid. Like
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to be outside before Cardi came up with outside, and I should have been in
Mm-hmm.
the house inside. I'm a church baby. So my grandma's a pastor. My dad was an elder in the church, minister of music. I sung on the choir. I praise dance. So I was the one. If you tell me go right, I'm two stepping all the way to the left, just to see why. You know what I'm saying? Why he don't want me to go over there? So I was that kid. But I'm the only girl out of three kids, and I'm the middle child. So I was spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
For
I
sure.
was spoiled. Um, so of course, like becoming pregnant at 17, girl, I was terrified. Child was like, my daddy gonna strangle me.
Mm-hmm.
But my dad actually was the one that told me I was pregnant. He said God came to him in a dream. And I'm like, bruh, like why he couldn't come to me and tell me first? Like he had to come to you. Like he literally out the blue. Literally, I was living in Columbia, South Carolina, and I was supposed to go to school, and he was like, I'm gonna take you to the doctor. And I'm like, for what? Like, ain't nothing wrong with me.
Wow.
Girl, we got to that doctor and he told them people he want to do a pregnancy test. And so I'm sitting here looking at it was so bizarre. Like I can't even describe the feeling. It felt like somebody was pranking me or something because it was just a regular Tuesday. And
Right.
so the man came back, he was like, you 6.5 weeks pregnant. And
Oh,
I was like, I can't get pregnant. And the doctor was like, why not? Because my daddy over here finna strangle me. That's why I can't get pregnant.
right.
Like, girl,
Mm.
baby. My mama looked at me like she wanted to snatch the edges that I had left away, honey. Like, I was terrified. So my daddy just held me and it was like a quiet ride home. Literally. Super, 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 super quiet. Like nobody said nothing, no radio, baby. It was just silent. And then we were literally walking in the house and he was like, your life isn't over. Like this isn't the end. Like
Mm.
you don't get to quit. You don't
Mm.
get to go in a room and cry. He literally said, your life isn't over. And it was like, that's literally I called my boyfriend at the time and he thought I was playing. And then my dad called his mom and it made it real. And it was
Mm.
literally out of the blue because I literally had no idea. I was still, getting my cycle, like everything. So yeah, he was right. God literally had to tell him that because it was no inkling that I was pregnant.
Wow, that's a
Mhm.
father's love right there. I mean,
Yes,
it's
girl.
something with the mother's love, but that's a father's love right there. And
That's
I
my
love
dog.
that for you. Yeah.
Yes.
So you were in high school when your life just completely changed.
Yes,
What did
ma'am.
that season look like for you mentally, emotionally, while everybody else
Mhm.
was still being a teenager?
Um, it was scary to be
Mm.
honest. Like all my friends when they found out, how girls are like, oh my God, oh my niece,
Mm-hmm.
oh my nephew. And I'm like, I'm over here dang near having heart palpitations every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I was still going to school. And then when prom came around, I was like, my parents were literally like, don't stop your life. Like this is something the sin was already in what you did that you ain't had no business doing. This baby is not a sin.
Mm.
We're gonna love this baby. My parents really loved and supported me 100%. And everybody don't get that. So
Mm-mm. They
I'm
don't.
grateful for that. Cause I have a 16, almost 17-year-old. And Lord have mercy, Jesus. I don't know. I can't say how I would react to that. Um,
Right.
and so they were like, don't stop your life, still go to prom, and I was just like, no. Like I shied away from that, but I was still going to school. And then literally my water broke like months, a couple months down the road, my water broke.
Mm.
And I was like, I'm not leaving my baby. And my dad was like, you still got to go to school. That's the only thing I fought him on. And I stopped. So then I started going to adult ed in Columbia and to get my GED. And then I just stopped that. I worked two jobs. My kid's dad, he was stressing me out. I'm
Mhm.
trying to keep up with who you texting, who you calling. We got a baby. He at bite week. He living his little life. He done turned 18 before I did. So it's like, nah, bruh. Like I
Mhm.
just had to leave him alone. And then the ironic thing is when I separated from him, I moved out and skipped the part. I moved out, got my own place. You know, I was working two jobs, and my mom was watching my son because my dad was on dialysis. He'd been on dialysis for 11 years.
Mhm.
Yeah, so my mom, she watched my son. And then down the road, literally, I found out about 4 months later, I was pregnant again.
So now you working two jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Mm.
you have two babies
Yes,
before you even
ma'am.
turned 20.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
how did you even carry that kind of
Girl.
responsibility at such a young age? I mean, you know the saying,
Girl.
you a baby having a baby. I was a teen mom too, so I get it. I completely get it.
Mhm.
How did you
Mhm.
carry that?
Jazz, I don't know. Like I ain't even gonna
Mm,
lie. Like I don't know. Like school at this point was like back there somewhere. This back there. So I'm like, I gotta make money. And I was the type, like, my dad was like, you could always come back home. Like, why you go get a place? I was like, oh, I'm grown. I had the idea when
mhm,
you 18, you grown. No, you legal when you 18. I
mhm,
wasn't grown. But I just wanted to do my own thing. I didn't want to, be in my parents' house. I felt like I was overcrowding them, even though they didn't want me to go. They really didn't. But I just wanted to be on my own. So I just worked. Literally, I worked. School was not even. I ain't thinking about school no more. I was like, I got me money. I got rent. Now I got one baby and one on the way. This man acting like a pure nut. So, I had the support of the grandmother on the other side. That was my dog. She was always there for me.
mhm,
Um, but it was me. It was just me and the baby with my son, and then I was pregnant. So I honestly just worked through it. I was
mhm,
mad. I was mad at their dad because I'm like, you out here in the streets. Woo, 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 woo." But at the end of the day, bruh, I still had to pick my son up. I still had to bring him home. I still had to feed him. I still had to make sure we had lights and
mhm. You had
cable
to show
and
up.
water. Exactly. No
You still had
matter
to show up. You still
who
had to.
facts, who ain't there, I still had to be there. So I
And
just
it's
worked through
heavy.
it.
And that's heavy, and people don't realize how
Yeah.
heavy that is. I mean, at such a young age. And just listening to you talk about how supportive both your parents are, but I heard you mention your father a lot.
Mhm.
Um, you lost your father just 6 days after
Mhm.
you gave birth.
Yeah.
How did you process that?
Um, I still don't think I processed that, to be honest.
Mhm.
Um, it was so crazy because you know how usually we equate it to like older people, like they be like, I'm tired, or older people know like when they feel like a shift is about to happen. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like my dad knew. And my
Mm.
dad always said his prayer was that he be here to at least see, one grandkid and to see all his kids walk across the stage. So literally, I gave birth on a Monday. My brother graduated from high school on Wednesday, and then my dad passed the next week. And
Oh.
he's the youngest. My brother is the youngest. Um,
Mm.
my dad was actually in the hospital. We were in the hospital at the same time, and he had a staph infection in his leg, and so I went to the hospital to see him. And I'm like, I'm waddling, I'm huge, and he was like, "You better stop walking because you gonna have that baby." I was like, "Whatever, I still got time." Guy went home, walked up the stairs into the house. I
Mm.
was like, "Ma, I'm
You
peeing on
know,
myself."
your dad knew y'all were so close.
It was
Mm.
so crazy. And I'm sitting here like, oh shoot, call daddy. I'm sitting here trying to call my daddy. I'm trying to get some chicken. I'm hungry. I'm trying to eat on the way to the hospital. I'm like,
Mm.
them people gonna have me not eating. And literally gave birth the next day. I was like, listen, I need y'all to hurry up because I want to go show my daddy the baby. And we got to go to my brother's graduation. My dad's like, you're too open. You know, older people like
Yeah, yeah. Stay in the
you
house for
open.
months.
Stay in yeah, like I'm held captive in the house for 30 days. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
child. I put my little girdle on, child, put my little dress on, had my baby covered, and we all went to the graduation. My daddy got to see her. But he still, when he got out the hospital, he still wore a mask and stuff because his immune system was shot. So he
Mm.
was like, I don't want to hold her, I don't want to get her sick. But he did get to see her though.
Well, that's a blessing.
Yes.
Because imagine grieving while trying to still be strong for your kids. I commend you. You
Thank you.
mentioned that your mom was in a different headspace during that time. What did it
Mhm.
feel like to go through all of that without the support that you needed during that time?
Like my mom, we always she always say oh, Jazz love her daddy, but she pushed me to the side. I'm a daddy's
Mm-hmm.
girl.
Mm-hmm.
And so you know how women are, it's only queen in one castle. So she
Mm-hmm.
say something and I'm like, but daddy said, so I was that
Mm-hmm.
child. I was that one. So to see her, like her and my dad was married for 24 years. So my mom got married, my dad was 30, my mom was 21.
Mm.
So like that was her whole life. And
Right.
so me and my brother used to talk all the time, like, mommy spoiled, like daddy a sucker for mom. And I'm like, that's how they supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
That's how you supposed to be. But like to see her like lose her best friend, I would never want to feel how that feel. And even though like we were legal, I don't think she knew how to be there for us, to be honest. My mom wouldn't eat. She would say like she would hear like the radio would be off and a song would come on, it'll turn on, and it's her and my dad's song. My
Mm.
granddaddy said the same thing. That's crazy. But she was just like, I gotta get out this house. He was like, I'm gonna go crazy. And so I knew she couldn't be there for me. Like she would still play with the babies. And that was good enough for me
Mm-hmm.
because I needed something between us and her. It had to be some type of, you can't just sit in a dark room. So she's a great nana. So she was, always playing with the babies, and then she'll ask, oh, how was work? But it was very, you know, you get in the habit. It was habitual. Just, how was work? How you
Going through the
doing?
motions.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. She was just, but it was like a shell. She wasn't there. So I didn't know how to be there for her, to be honest.
Right.
I ain't know what to say. There's nothing that you really can say. And I know for a fact she didn't know what to say to us. So I don't even want to say take it on the chin. My mom is even now, like I'm my dad in a girl form.
Mm.
Literally everything. Her grocery, I just took her groceries like 30 minutes ago. Um,
Wow.
Grocery shop. My daddy did everything for my mama. She don't like shopping. He bought her clothes. He took her get her feet done, nails done. They did everything together. So to lose, your yin to your yang, like
Right.
I ain't nothing I could expect from her, to be honest.
Mm.
I just worked, girl. Literally, just worked.
Mm. You know, while going through all of that, you had a level of betrayal happen to you that, I mean, grieving. You're still trying to be strong for your kids. You're still trying to hold yourself together.
Mm-hmm.
You found out that your child's father had a whole other situation that was going on. While you had all of this going on and you
Mm-hmm.
didn't know, what did that teach you about trusting people and also trusting yourself? Because as women, we have that women's intuition.
Don't ignore it. Okay, so we can speak freely on here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Girl, he had somebody in my apartment,
Mm.
and I knew the person who it
Oh,
was. Yes.
wow.
I that's the crazy part. I knew the person. Um And so how everything played out, I got a tattoo on my back that say everything happened for a reason, and I wholeheartedly still believe that, even
Mhm.
though it may be painful, it may sting, whatever it is it happened for a reason.
Mhm.
And I was literally trying to find a reason to like detach. Like I really
Mm.
didn't need no more reason. He gave me all the reason. But that one was like, all right, Jazz, this it. Like, what you gonna do with it? Um, so I was pissed. I was pissed is the understatement. I was pissed, but I wasn't trying to catch no charges. So
Right.
I
Still got
waited
your
till he
babies.
left. And baby, my homegirl pulled up. I was just throwing stuff in the car and I chucked the deuces. I left and I don't spin the block. So that was literally it.
Wow.
And I'm just the type of person is up and stuck. And I was more disrespected because the timing of everything. I'm like, yo, like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So I
Mm.
think if I would have reacted how I wanted to react it, yeah, I would have been in bracelets for
I'm
sure.
glad you didn't because
Girl,
that type of betrayal, I mean, that'll have you questioning
baby,
everything.
baby.
Whew,
It was
you,
real.
yes, you literally fought for your life being on a ventilator, in a coma after preeclampsia, and having seizures at the same time. What, Jazz, your story is just, whew, girl, God bless you. What do you remember about those moments and how did it change you? Because it was just like, like a snowball effect of things that was happening for you. I mean, and for one, just to see you right here showing up good spirits and you
Oh,
doing the damn thing.
thank
But what
you.
did those moments teach you? I mean, how did it change you? What did it look like during that time?
Um, so my I'm legally married. I'm separated, but I'm legally married. So my husband and I, this was our third pregnancy. We lost the first two babies that we had. I had two stillbirths before my first child with my husband.
Mm-hmm.
And so the whole time during the pregnancy, he's like, yeah, something ain't right because why they keep wanting you to come up to the hospital? All these kids we got, we ain't never come every week, especially in the beginning of the pregnancy. But they would
Mm-hmm.
never tell me anything. They just kept taking blood and taking blood. And he's the type of person, he's very intuitive. He's the type, you can't just tell him something without explaining. And I
Mm-hmm.
appreciated that, especially in that moment. And so finally, we was going to the doctor, a regular doctor's visit, and but he was going to get some clothes. The girls had a father-daughter dance, and he was going to get
Mm-hmm.
some clothes, and he was like, something don't feel right. That's all he kept saying. Something don't feel right. Something don't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
He fed me breakfast, like I'm on my computer, and I just remember hearing a plate fall. I don't remember anything after that. So what I was told, I had a seizure. I remember getting to the hospital and a doctor that I have not seen that wasn't my doctor. Like he's like, oh, there she is. Like trying to. I was like, come and go, touch and go.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember them telling my husband to like dress out, like we got to do a C-section. So that's my first C-section, and um that's the last thing I remember. Um, After that, I remember like waking up and they had me in restraints.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember like writing something on, I thought I was dreaming this. I was like, they gonna think I'm crazy. But I like literally remember like writing on like a piece of paper. And my husband, he took pictures of everything. He notated it. And so I'm telling him this stuff and he's like, no, you really did. Showed me the piece of paper and everything. So I'm like, okay, I ain't crazy.
Right.
And so I wake up and like I'm trying to like sit up and he's like, no, 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 wait, 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 wait. And all of these people rush in there. So I'm like, what the heck going on? And I look down, I'm like, where my baby at? Like I'm going off. I can't talk. It hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And like The lady like, just write it. So I'm pointing to my stomach, and he's like, and I'm like, he's upstairs, he's upstairs. So my son was 3 pounds 2 ounces. So his due date was April 16th. I ended up having him January 31st. And so when I couldn't talk for about maybe 2 months, like it hurt so bad. I had the little ventilator thing in my throat and stuff, and it was so crazy. They said that I had another seizure and I'm allergic to ibuprofen. The medicine that they gave me had ibuprofen properties in it. So I had a allergic reaction and my throat swelled up and I stopped breathing. That's why they had to put me on
Wow.
the ventilator. So my
Woo.
husband, I was in surgery for 6 hours and we both were pissed because they wouldn't let him back there. And he was like, "What are y'all doing to where I can't even?" They didn't even tell him that the baby that they were taking upstairs, that they passed him with his baby.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am. It was a
Mm,
whole ordeal, girl. It was the absolute worst experience I had giving birth out of all six
mm,
of my kids. But he
wow.
was there. I will give him that. He was there.
Mm,
And I appreciate him for that.
glory.
My son was in the NICU. This was smack dab when COVID happened. And my son was there in the NICU for 4 months. And yeah.
Glory that both of y'all are here.
Yes.
How many
That's my
days have
baby.
passed?
Yes. I went into the hospital Friday. I woke up Tuesday.
Wow.
Yes,
That's the
ma'am.
testimony right there.
Yes,
Oh my
ma'am.
God. How did your relationship with God shift after that? Because I know that changes your perspective on life
Yes.
completely.
That honestly, it just made stuff real. It was like life is already real. Like growing up in the church, I don't believe in religion. I believe in, your faith with God, because you go to church every day and still go to hell.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe in like your relationship. And it just is like your story ain't done yet.
Mm,
That's all I could feel. And I was like, first of all, I couldn't believe that it actually happened, because we all know somebody that done been through something until it either hit you or real close to home.
mm-hmm. Real close to home.
That's when
Mm-hmm.
it get real. And it got real with me. And I'm just blessed to have my baby. He just turned 6 years old. Um that's my little man right there. So I always call him. I was like, all y'all miracle babies. This one right here, he just different. We,
Mm-hmm.
we done been through some
Yes,
things
but look
together.
at y'all here, healthy. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Oh, Jasmine,
Yes.
you experienced, I mean, love, loss, a domestic situation.
Yes,
What gave
ma'am.
you the strength to choose yourself and your safety?
Girl, child, you ain't got no time.
Mm,
I would say honestly, I got tired. Like I got tired of bullshit. I
mm,
got I got tired. Um, those on my family didn't know a lot of things on purpose. The other side, they knew certain things.
mm-hmm,
But um, I would say my oldest sister-in-law, that's my dog. My mother-in-law, I love her. I respect her. And honestly, when your family, Jazz, like you need to get your stuff together. Like you don't look the
mm-hmm,
same. But when that person family sit here and have a come to Jesus moment with you
mm.
and be like, you need to get back to you.
Wow,
Literally.
that's real right
Literally.
there.
Literally. And I'm realistic even now. Like I know you love me. But that's your side, this my side.
Mm-hmm,
So I take it for what it is. If you love me, and this is for anybody, if you love me how you say you love me, I'm a right is right and wrong is wrong type girl. That's just point blank period. And I respect people for checking me, like literally
yes,
shaking me, like, what are you doing?
mm-hmm,
Like, My to be honest, my I have an aunt. She's I call her my favorite, but I don't want nobody of my other aunts getting their feelings.
Y'all
But she know
don't
who
take
she
it
is.
to heart, y'all. She just
Yeah, don't take it to heart. But my aunt too, that my baby right there. Um, my aunt too, the way like she spoke to me,
mm,
and knew nothing about my situation. Her and my uncle, I'm the closest to. That's my dad's brother and his wife.
mm-hmm.
And the way my aunt is in Atlanta, and she don't know nothing that's going on. And the way she literally called me and she's like, I was praying and you just kept popping up. And she literally told me everything I was going through and had no idea I was going through
Wow.
it.
Mm, wow.
And I told her about this, and she was like, your story. She told me years ago, she's like, what you going through is not for you.
Mm-mm. Not at all.
That's literally what she told me.
Mm,
Um, and I had my godmother, she called me like 6 times. And I'm like, she supposed to be in church. What she calling me for? She had a dream that the altercation got bad between myself and that person. And my kid was the casualty. And she was like, Jazz, Warner comes before destruction.
oh, that was my next line. Jesus, that was
Yes,
my next
ma'am.
line.
Yes, ma'am.
Whew.
And everybody who know me know I stepped behind these 6 kids, honey. And when she said that, and she didn't ask me no questions, it was no follow up. She was like, if you need me, you know where to call me. And she said, water come before destruction. And
Absolutely.
that same night, I left the house. I was never there. Oh, get out. I left. I literally applied for a place, had boxes already, and I left six
Mm,
o'clock in the morning. Packed up my kids
wow.
in my truck.
Mm. Drop them hearts for Jasmine for choosing herself and her kids because, whew,
It's
Jasmine.
hard. It's still like
Mm-hmm.
you choosing yourself. It's not like a certain thing. It's not a get your nails done, get your hair done. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But when you by yourself and it's nobody but you and God.
Yes.
Oh baby, I had it in my garage. I was like, I didn't have a punching bag, girl. I had the TVs in the garage. I just used to just go out there, and I asked all the questions. Why me? What did I do? I was good to
Mm.
him. I never cheated. I never this. And it's like the devil got a way of spinning, trying to spin the story.
Mm-hmm.
And if he can get your mental,
Absolutely.
he got you. And
Mm-hmm.
if he can get your mind, everything else is easy.
Mm.
So it's like just literally I did the affirmations. I did the what was it, Mary Jane, when she had the sticky notes on the
Mm-hmm.
joint. Literally my whole mirror was filled because I forgot who I
Who you
was.
are. Mm-hmm.
You said something in the beginning of this call, and you were um like when you look in the mirror or something and you don't recognize who you
Who
are.
you are, yeah.
I literally felt that way. I told the person I was with at the time, I'm like, yo, I look in the mirror and I don't even know who I am. And it was
Mm.
like, why women always do that? Da, da, da. And I'm like, that's a real thing.
That
Like,
is a real thing.
you have
That's
to
a
be
real thing.
vulnerable with yourself to even say something like that out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's real. Every day I'm choosing myself. Like every
Mm.
single day. If something don't serve you, it just don't serve you. I think that's the hardest part with stuff. Just coming to that realization that you can't change nobody.
No. Mm-mm.
Literally. So it's like the only person you can change is you. So every day just take an extra step to love yourself. To love yourself. That's it. I don't care what you gotta do. Screaming out, cry to God. He already know your heart anyway. Just let that shit go. Let it out and just let it go.
Mm. Y'all heard it. Y'all choose you. If you're on this live right now, let Jasmine's story be the motivation that you need to choose you. Find yourself. Jasmine, I was going to ask you to share something with the
Okay.
mother that was watching this, but I mean, you literally, you just gave it to us. I just want to say thank you
You
because
welcome.
what you shared tonight, honey, that is Courage right there. But a lot of women that's on here right now are
Yeah.
living parts of your story, but they don't know how to put it into words. They don't know how to choose themselves. They don't know how to find themselves.
Yes.
Because I mean, you didn't just share pain, you shared survival. That's what that was. You got out of that stuff and you found yourself. And I hope that you understand that your story carries real power and we appreciate you. We are proud of you. Y'all drop
Thank
some hearts
you.
for Jasmine in the chat. Jasmine, before you leave, can you let everyone know who's watching right now where they can find you on social media?
Okay, on Facebook, is Jasmine, Jasmine, Rayshawn, Rasean, and McCall. My whole government up there, y'all. Jasmine,
That's a
Rayshawn,
lot of Jasmine.
McCall. Yes, it's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's on Facebook. On Instagram is Jazz underscore fresh start. And TikTok is at your credit bestie.
Jasmine, thank you so much. Y'all heard a look.
Thank you,
Take this
beautiful.
night and
Yes.
make it your fresh start. I don't know who
Yes,
that was for,
honey.
but somebody
Yes.
needs a fresh start.
Yes,
Jasmine,
ma'am.
thank you so much. Be
Thank
sure,
you.
you welcome, you welcome. Please be sure to keep up with the Mothers It's Your Turn movement because we have
Yeah.
so many things that are planned. Right now, we have almost 5,000 mothers that are signed up for this movement.
Okay.
And this is
Yes.
just, I
Yes.
mean, I don't even know how to
Yes.
put it into words. Thank you for trusting me with your story, and for everyone that's on here, y'all choose you. Y'all drop those hearts in the chat. Jasmine, thank you so much. And I'll see you
Thank you.
soon. You
Yes,
welcome.
love.
You welcome.
Have a good night, babe.
You too. You too. Whew, y'all. Make sure y'all show Jasmine some love because her story, for one, to just get on here and just be so transparent. I mean, she went through a lot, but she's still here. She's still in good spirits and she's still showing up for herself and her kids. Now, before y'all leave, I need y'all to stay with me for a second because let me tell y'all, that was a mirror right there. And I need to say this carefully. Listen, we are at almost 5,000 mothers into this movement. 5,000 women saying yes to themselves. 5,000 women saying yes that they are tired of surviving. 5,000 women decided to heal, grow, and move differently. And some of y'all are still watching, still on the sidelines watching, overthinking. While women whose stories requires 10 times more strength than yours still find the courage to move. And if Jasmine can move through that, what's really stopping y'all? What is really stopping y'all? Because at this point, it's not about information anymore. You know you need more. This is about whether or not you're going to finally choose yourself. And let me explain something to y'all. Mothers, it's your turn is not just motivation. Y'all see that right now. This is real life. This is real experiences. This is real shifts that are going to happen because motivation fades. It fades after a while, but real structure is what's going to change your life. So, right now, I need y'all to click the link in the comments. Go ahead and secure your free seat. We have VIP. VIP is for the mother that's tired of starting over every 30 days. Y'all know who I'm speaking to. You know if that's you. Every 30 days, you're starting over. You need to be starting in the green. We do not need to be starting in the red every 30 days. No, that's not what it's about. VIP, we have daily accountability, morning calls, step by step structure, and support so you don't fall off. I need y'all to follow through this time, right? Because this is where the consistency is going to start at. And platinum, this is for the mother who's done surviving. You want healing, you want elevation, mindset, and a real financial growth, support, and direction. This is where you stop playing small. Y'all think big and everything that you do, think big. This is where you're going to start building a completely different life. So here's what I want y'all to do. Click the link below. Go to mothersitsyourturn.com, join a challenge. Just grab your seat for the challenge. Go VIP if you're serious, and go platinum if you are ready to change your life. Y'all, we only have 4 days left to register. 4 days. 4 days. Do not wait until you see everybody else shifting to decide that, okay, I want to join now. Okay? No. You deserve it too. And I need y'all to go ahead and click the link below. Before y'all get out of here, drop "It's my turn." If you're gonna pitch yourself today, if you're choosing yourself right now, drop "It's my turn" in the comments, y'all. Again, I want to thank y'all so much for joining in. Y'all make sure that you show Jasmine some love. Your children do not deserve just a strong mother. No, they need a mother that's healing, growing, and finally choosing herself, because that version of you that you have been praying for is still waiting on you to make that decision. And tonight, I want y'all to finally decide that you're going to choose you. So I'll see y'all soon. Make sure y'all click the link. We have almost 5,000 mothers, y'all. Click the link.